Hi, I'm Caroline Wyckoff. My installation slash sculpture piece, but essentially the entire project captures the universal presence of pain within our lives. Specifically, this is my hand I casted, and it explores the um, the anxiety that has kind of invaded in my life ever since that fifth grade STAR test. I remember it just so vividly, and from then on, I just had this, you know, it was just anxiety about social and academic, and just trying to maneuver that was really difficult for me growing up and coming to college and being on my own and trying to navigate all of the ins and outs of being in a new environment and trying to balance that social and academic life was really tough in the beginning. And that kind of directs us towards this first piece where my hand is clenched and I'm like, you know, struggling, trying to figure out all the, um, and there's nails surrounding this entire piece, like creating that tension and revealing how I felt during those first moments. Eventually, as time goes on and I'm learning more about my individuality and just growth in general, I slowly begin to open up my hand until it's fully open and surrounded by growth and succulence. For me, it's kind of like a scale. I feel myself um, toggling back and forth between, like, there's moments of I'm thriving and those highs and lows in our lives. But it was extremely therapeutic for me to realize the journey in which I have taken away from Westmont and its experience. And I've particularly really enjoyed taking religious studies classes, which freshman year I never thought I would be saying this, but I'm so thankful for Westmont and just the professors here, because they motivate me to want to learn and love to learn. So yeah, it was really awesome, and I'm really particularly proud of myself for jumping out of my comfort zone on materials. I have never casted hands. I've never built boxes in my life. So I was kind of taking a risk, and I'm really happy that that risk turned out. I'd like to thank my parents for really supporting me and pushing me to, get out of my comfort zone and take risks. I'd also like to thank my sisters for being just awesome and, pushing me to be my best self. My boyfriend for helping me lug all of these projects everywhere, taking me to, Ace Hardware. And I also would like to thank my teachers, especially Pecos and Rupp, because I could have not done this without them.
Holly Harmon wanted to ask, what kind of medium did you use prior to this? And will you continue using ceramics?
Woodworking a little bit, kind of just the overall sculpture class. I worked with, actually the inspiration came from my freshman year sculpture class. It was working with a styrofoam head, and I put nails on half of the side and then the rest. So it's just kind of, I'm really interested in found things and kind of bringing a group of not non-conventional artistic materials together to form something beautiful and recreate it in some kind of artistic mode.